Chicago Fire Season 12 ended on an important storyline for firefighter Sam Carver. A call early in the season final had Firehouse 51 responding to a kitchen fire at a restaurant. Upon responding to that call, Truck 81 discovered a domestic situation between a father and his two sons. One of the sons had a bad burn on his arm, but appeared scared and said he had spilled the pot of boiling water on himself as his brother and father tried to get the firefighters and paramedics to leave. Stella Kidd tried to defuse the situation, but the father pushed her, leading to Carver and new firefighter Jack Damon, played by Michael Bradway, stepping in. This was a callback to Carver's past, where his brother had burned him, but his father wouldn't believe him. Carver still has the scars. A complaint was later filed, but not before Kidd went after Carver for putting his hands on a civilian, even though the civilian had assaulted her first. When the episode ended, Chicago Fire Season 12, Episode 13, Carver went on leave and refused to answer his phone when paramedic Violet Mikami called. Chicago Fire spoilers. Sam Carver will stick around at Firehouse 51. Chicago Fire fans had questions about whether Sam Carver would return to the firehouse in the new season, and we have our answers. Actor Jake Lockett, who plays Carver, has been upgraded to series regular on the show, and he will appear in nearly every Chicago Fire Season 13 episode. These Chicago Fire spoilers come from a new TV Line report. Fans worried about losing Carver can rest easy. He will return for more stories in the fall. Chicago Fire Season 13. Sam Carver's return and the aftermath of his explosive final. As Chicago Fire Season 13 approaches, fans are eager to see how firefighter Sam Carver's storyline unfolds following his emotional and contentious exit in the Season 12 final. The kitchen fire call that reignited Carver's past trauma left him at a breaking point, and his decision to go on leave, ignoring Violet Mikami's calls, hinted at deeper struggles ahead. Now, with actor Jake Lockett officially promoted to series regular, Carver's journey is far from over. Carver's return, a rocky road back to 51. When Carver finally returns to Firehouse 51, it won't be without tension. His abrupt departure and refusal to communicate with his team, especially Violet, will leave lingering questions. Lieutenant Stella Kidd, despite her initial frustration with him, will likely recognize that Carver's reaction stemmed from his own painful history rather than insubordination. Expect a heartfelt but difficult conversation between the two, as Kidd pushes him to open up about his past while also reinforcing the importance of protocol. Meanwhile, Violet's concern for Carver will be palpable. Their growing connection was one of the quieter but more compelling arcs of Season 12, and her unanswered calls suggest she won't let him shut her out easily. Their reunion could be one of the season's most emotional moments, as Violet's persistence might finally break through Carver's walls. The fallout from the domestic incident. The complaint filed against Carver and Jack Damon won't just disappear. Chief Bowden will have to navigate the political ramifications, especially since the altercation involved a civilian. Internal affairs may get involved, putting Bowden in a tough position, defending his firefighters while ensuring accountability. Damon, the newest addition to Truck 81, will also face scrutiny. His quick reaction to protect Kidd showed his instincts, but his lack of experience could make him a target in the investigation. This could lead to tension between him and Carver, as Damon may resent being dragged into the mess, especially if Carver's past trauma becomes a focal point. Carver's past resurfaces. The Season 12 final hinted at Carver's abusive childhood, with his scars serving as a painful reminder. Season 13 will likely delve deeper into his backstory, possibly through flashbacks or a confrontation with his estranged family. If his father or brother reappears, it could force Carver to finally face the trauma he's spent years burying. This emotional arc could also intersect with his work. Another domestic call, perhaps one eerily similar to his own past, might trigger him, testing his ability to remain professional. The writers could use this to explore whether Carver has truly processed his pain, or if it will continue to jeopardize his career. New dynamics at Firehouse 51. With Carver's promotion to series regular, his relationships with the rest of the house will evolve. Severide, who has always had a no-nonsense approach, may take Carver under his wing, recognizing a bit of his own rebellious past in him. Herman, ever the father figure of the firehouse, could offer some tough love advice, but the most intriguing dynamic will be between Carver and Damon. If Damon feels thrown under the bus during the investigation, their partnership could start off rocky.